It's every day, bro. After Disney Channel. Flo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Solomon Jones, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, aka when you come home, I'm leaving the back door. And we got a special guest in this BL tonight. Special guest, go ahead, introduce yourself, player.
Alpha male strategist, teaching you guys how to get this pussy and less bitching.
Shout out to Alpha Male Strategist, man. We about to get it popping. Player, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Who's the Alpha Male Strategist, man? Because you came on the scene, ow, like with a boom. Introduce
Yeah.
yourself to those.
All right. What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, player. I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me? All right. Well, I got on the YouTube thing about maybe like 5, 6 years ago. That was with the fitness channels. That's with the Physiques of Greatness and the Hodge twins, and some of the other channels were big, CT Fletcher and all these guys. And so then I wasn't even into the whole dating part of YouTube. I was totally into the fitness thing. And so I lost weight. When I came into the YouTube thing, I was like 300 and some pounds. And I wanted to know how I always lift weights.
Wait.
I've
How
been,
how tall are you?
I'm 6'4",
Okay, so you were 330, so you were a little chunky.
little chunky.
Okay,
And
okay.
not that it was horrible, you know what I'm saying? Looked like a little Suge Knight a little bit, had the little Suge Knight, big swole. I didn't have man boobs and all that shit. I looked like, Big Diesel, but I was fat. I still was fat. My face was fat. But, I still had a lot of muscle up under it. It just, a lot of it was fat too. And so I wanted to get and learn how to lose the
Mm-hmm.
weight. So I catered it all to the fitness channels. And so I lost the weight, but I noticed.
So, before you get into that,
Mhm.
when you were 330, were you struggling with women? What was your dating life like, or your life
Oh,
in general? Were you depressed? What was your life like, if you don't mind sharing?
well, I went through a long drought one time. It was about, now granted, some of this was me because I just wasn't getting out as much. And yeah, it was a little struggle. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little struggle up in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was a little struggle. I noticed that when I would go up and talk to the chicks at the club where I was working at, like they instantly would friend zone me sometimes. And you got to understand, this coming from a guy who all his life was able to get any chick he wanted. And like it's like a little 3, 4 year period up, and I blew up. I went from like 250 to like 330. And so,
Oh,
and
hold up,
mhm,
not to cut you off, but when you blew up, what
mhm,
did you blow up? Was there, because I told you my story right earlier
mhm,
today, if you remember, and what happened with me, why I started gaining weight. But did
mhm.
you blow up because you had something going on in your life, or what made you blow up, or you were just neglecting your diet? What happened? Was there something that caused it or triggered it, or what happened?
I started drinking more. To be honest with you, man, I can't even remember why I let myself go like that. I don't know. For some reason, I stopped watching my diet and I started eating more crap. And I think also working the club at night threw my eating schedule off. Like I started working the night schedule from 10 to 4 in the morning. And I think that had a lot to do with it because what would happen was when I got off in the morning, I would start eating McDonald's and my diet was all the way off. And it took me a long time to get back on track with my diet. When I worked a regular 9 to 5, my diet was on point. I would do this, that. And then when I started working at the club, my whole schedule was off. My whole sleeping pattern was off. And
Hmm.
I just blew up,
Now,
blew up.
when you were working at the club, were
Mm-hmm.
you were you still hitting the gym, or you weren't as committed, or what was that like?
Now, you can ask anybody who work out. The gym is the easy part. That's the easy.
Hmm.
That's the easy part. That diet is what separates the men from the boys. It's plenty of guys that I'm a trainer at the gym now. It's guys in there now seeing that they come to the gym 5, 6 days a week, no problem. God forbid if you ask them to eat a vegetable, they can't do it. And so that diet, that diet is what's gonna get you. That lifting weights, you'll be strong. But if you really want to see your results and you really want to be look your best, you're gonna have to tighten that diet up, point blank, period. No way around it,
Okay.
bro.
It's a couple years ago when I dropped mad weight,
Mm-hmm.
just reason, and then the weight
Mm-hmm.
was coming off like tadao. So
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
co-sign that.
Exactly, bro. The way to come, if you get on top of your diet, you don't even have to do no cardio or nothing. You tighten that diet up, that way you'll lose that weight like it ain't nothing. And like with me, when I was coming down, the quality of women was coming up as the weight was coming down, and so it kept me motivated because I started noticing, okay, the women starting to look better. They starting to look like the type of women I used to get before I blew up, and so that kept me motivated.
Okay. But you also said at the time, because when we spoke, and I know you mentioned this in videos as
Mm-hmm.
well, having watched a couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
you were also pretty much broke. I mean,
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
broke fat nigga, basically.
Right. Yeah. Now this the thing with me. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but most women find I ain't gonna say most women. A lot of women find me attractive. So even when I was in the basement, I lived in the basement in Brooklyn, and I was only making like $600 a week as a bouncer.
Hmm.
Just off my looks alone, I could probably do more than what the average guy being 6'4" and me wearing my little muscle shirts, my little tight shirts and stuff like that. And even though I was broke and I ain't really have a lot of money, I still could bang, you know, more chicks than the average guy. I would say that just off my looks, just off my looks. But the thing what was bothering me was I could never get the like so like if I go out and meet a girl that knocked my socks off, I could never sustain her. For some reason, I kept losing them. And that's what led me to the dating coaches. Because the ones that I really wanted, for whatever reason, whenever I think like, man, this could be wifey. Next thing I know, this bitch flaking on me. And I'm like, man, why the fuck every time I get a girl I'm really into, I for some reason I lose them. And I couldn't figure out that shit for nothing. That's what led me to dating coaches. I would do good with the girls that I was like I could take them or leave them, and I ain't talking about looks. I'm talking about bro. You know as good as me that you can have a dime, but she's a fucking headache. But
Hmm.
it's always that one girl that real submissive, real feminine that looks good too, that makes you want to be with her all like you really want to spend time with her. You could have a bad bitch, but if she a pain in the ass, then you ain't gonna want to be around her that much. But to have a woman that looks good and feminine and submissive, whenever I ran across a woman like that, the next thing I know she flaking on me or whatever, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? And that's what I had to figure out. That's what I couldn't figure out.
Right. Now, I know in one of your videos you mentioned that you kind of were too needy. And I think
Wait.
I noticed for me, even when I was on top of my game,
Mm-hmm.
I had that same issue where there'd be certain girls, man, that for whatever reason, or I would have them, but it wouldn't be long term.
Right.
And while to figure out that I was just too available, texting them
Mm-hmm.
right away,
Right.
always
Right.
trying to
Exactly.
draw these long text convos to keep them interested.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, not acting like I was the prize, but that they was the prize.
That's ex-
And I think they
that's
could
it, bro.
smell it. And women are not to be rude, to keep it real, but women are like dogs. They can smell when you got a thirsty,
Right.
thirsty.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And on top of that, I'm gonna add to that is it goes deeper because even when I started learning the dating coaches stuff, so I got on the dating coaches thing about maybe 3 4 years ago when I maybe 4 years ago, and even when I learned to respond to their texts later and to not be so available, I would still lose them. And that's what I had to figure out. Like, okay, I'm not responding to their text. I'm only calling once a week. What was happening was when I was with them, my body language was still giving off that, like you said, she the prize. So what I had to learn what to do was to relax, not be so like my whole body language was send off this vibe to her that I'm falling for her. And
Hmm.
what I that was the last step. And that was the last step that I had to break. If you're a guy and you watching this, just because you return a text 3 hours later, or just because you only text her one time a week to go out, and you thinking like, okay. And then when you go out with her, you send off these weak body language. I'm telling you, she gonna pick right up on it. You got to control that. You got to relax that. They can feel it, they can smell it. Until you get that, you still gonna run into problems. And that was the last step for me to conquer it. And I conquered that somewhere like in the last year, and shit just took off.
Right. Now you mentioned you were looking at dating coaches, and I'm gonna keep it real. I have a love hate relationship with dating coaches. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're necessary evil, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of dating coaches, and I'm gonna keep it real, they use scumbag marketing tactics to me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
cheesy marketing tactics, and I understand that the dating game is very competitive, but dating coaches, who are some of the dating coaches that you liked or subscribed to?
Well, the first one was Corey Wayne. So when I first Googled, I Googled, I can't remember what I Googled. I think I Googled something like, why did she flake? And it was a turning point, brother. Cause I'm glad you brought that up. It was a turning point about 2 years ago. Cause this shit would happen off and on. But 2 years ago, I remember like it was yesterday. 2 years ago, I was making money. I had my body right. I had the Mercedes. I had just got the Mercedes. Uh,
Hey yo, hey, you were stunting last night with the keychain, fam. I seen it. I loved it. Here's the Mercedes keychain. I was like, oh shit, player. He had to do it. He had to stunt. I love it though. We gotta show him proof, you know? I like that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, player.
no problem. And that was a breaking point. So and understand this, I was already on Coach Corey Wayne when I was dating these girls, and that was the breaking point. But going back there, I'll get back to that. So the first ones I started listening to was Corey Wayne and Mr. Lucario and some of the other guys, but they was like flaky. So it was mostly Corey Wayne at first. And then once I started doing Corey Wayne, Mr. Lucario would pop in, and I said, "Who this black guy is?" So I started trying him out. Now, let me say this, and I know dating coaches get a bad rap. I think that had I not found them, we need dating coaches now, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hmm.
Women manipulation tricks are so keen and so next level now that if we didn't have these guys to tell us to how to do this shit, because women were getting worse. I don't know if you remember, brother. 10 years ago, I don't remember a woman flaking on a date and shit like that. Like if you had a date with a woman, they showed up. This flaking shit just came around like the last 3 or 4 years. I don't remember women flaking on dates and shit 10 years. What the hell? When the hell did they start that? The women just started all these super hyperbole, manipulation tricks, and doing all this dumb shit. I'm texting the girls, and the girls would text back. Women just started doing all that, responding to your text 3, 4 hours later. And
Hmm.
of course, us guys, we pick up on shit later than women always find shit out before we do, and so we responded right back to their text, and they wait 4 hours.
Hmm.
And I'm like, damn, what the hell wrong with these damn girls? And so then I come on dating coaches, and they like, she responding your text like that, you respond to her text like that. So
Right.
dating coaches get a bad rap. They get a bad rap because they want to tell a guy, listen, you don't worry about losing no weight, don't worry about bettering your life. You find a way you is. You just need confidence. It's all in your approach. Now that's what they piss me off at with that. I can't get down with that. I'm totally with self improvement. I'm totally with bettering yourself to attract a high quality mate. Listen, I'm a personal trainer, and women come in there and they know to attract a high quality mate, I need to have my body as best as I can.
Hmm.
As because they know we guys are physical. As a guy, you need to know that women about provision, finding a guy that can provide for her and her offspring if she so choose. Now, that don't mean you got to do that, but you got to at least make her think that, let her know that you are capable of doing that for her to want to have sex with you and to mate with you. Now, do you need that all the time? No. But does it help? Hell yeah. And is there guys out here that can do that? Listen, when I was sleeping in that little dingy basement over there in Brooklyn, brother, I had nice women coming over there then too, It's just easier now. You know, like Chris Rock said, you can drive a car with your foot if you want to. That don't mean you're gonna do it. So yeah, can you pull chicks making minimum wage? Yes. But is it easier pulling chicks doing good for yourself? Hell yeah. It's just flat out. Hell yeah. It's much easier to get a girl to come back here in this bedroom and sleep with me here in this apartment than it was in that basement. That's just facts, bro. That's just
Right.
facts. And
And,
that's just
and I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? That the game is easier when you have things going on for yourself. You know, if you just some neckbeard, you know, you still at your mama house and you
hmm
40 years old flipping burgers, it's
hmm
gonna be hard to pack broads. I mean, that's just the truth.
that's just the truth. And you know, and it's like this with me. Bro, I'm always a realist. And if I'm a woman and if I'm a nice looking woman, I would only want to deal with guys who look like they had shit going on for themselves. That's just me playing devil advocate myself. Like if I'm a nice looking woman and I got 30 guys trying to fuck me, I'm gonna go with whoever I think is the best quality that I can get out of that. And that's what guys don't seem to understand. If you if Drake opened up his Instagram right now and he got a whole bunch of thoughts in his Instagram, he's gonna look through there and try to see which one looked the best, and that's who he gonna pick because he got those options. If a woman got those type of options, she's gonna go with the highest quality to make she can pick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just the
Right.
way the world works. God gave them a vagina,
Right.
and He gave us testosterone. That's just the way the
Right.
world works.
And I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of guys get bitter about this, that women are just practicing, you know, their hypergamy, or they've been doing this for centuries. This
Mhm.
ain't nothing new, like you said in your video.
It's
And at the end of the day, you know, you got to compete in the game. And if you're not willing to compete,
mhm,
uh, then, you know, like Mystery, the PUA Mystery always would say,
mhm,
you're going to weed your genetics out of existence. You know what I'm saying? So as men, we've always competed for women.
mhm.
Um, Back in the day, there was a little bit more fierce because motherfuckers would kill each other.
Right,
You know
kill
what I'm
each
saying?
other. Right.
Now it's a
That's
little different. Now we compete, like you mentioned, by peacocking, you know, flashing your wrists, you know, your body, all of that. You know, hold up. We got shout out to the brother who donated, Kenny Catfish. He said, explain the difference of top tier percent of men, just briefly. So I think he's talking about men that are like yourself who
mhm,
are in the top tier. Because you mentioned in your video,
mhm.
you said some crazy shit. How you had, I think you said you had like four different girls come through.
Bro, the doorman at my building, they can't do nothing but shake their head. So I haven't always been a top tier dude. I just worked my way into being a top tier dude. I probably was a little below that top tier dude up to 2 years ago, and then shit started skyrocketing once my business took off. So
Mm-hmm,
I can sit here and I can tell you flat out what the difference from those is. The women pursue me now. When I was 2 years ago, before I was made over 200 grand and had the Mercedes,
mm-hmm.
I did the pursuing. And I'm on my phone now, but I wish I could show you a text. A girl just texted me about 30 minutes ago, and she said, "Hey, I enjoyed your company. I want to take you out." See, she invited me out.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you a catch and women see you as something that's like a husband material, something she could build with, they pursue you. When you just a pretty face and you ain't got much going on for yourself, maybe you something to fuck, but they could take you or leave you. They don't pursue you. So that is the difference. When you become a top tier guy and they say, okay, you got your shit together, you will see women will pursue you. Women will call you and ask you out.
All right.
I,
So
I would if I went on my
let me
phone
ask
right
you
now.
this. I mean,
Hmm?
what in your mind constitute as a tier dude? What type of attributes does a top tier dude have? Can you go into
You,
that?
yeah, to
In your
me,
opinion, of course.
in my opinion, you got to have everything in order. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
and to me, I would say you need to be making at least six figures. In New York, it probably need to be a little bit more, but at least six figures. A nice car, your body right. You need to have a sense of fashion, and you need to have your game on point. Because understand one thing, a year ago, I had all that shit going, I ain't had a game 100% down pack as with the body language. I had everything as far as the the manipulation and all that, the techniques. The one thing that took me a long time to break was when I would go out with a 9 or 10, those weak beta male body language that you just can't help but display if you don't if you just not learning game. I'm trust me and tell me I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna pick that up in a year or 6 months. It's gonna take you a while.
Mm-hmm.
You do it with a 7, but as soon as you get with a 9 or 10, and you looking at her, and it's a something about your eyes, the something about the way you do your body language. When I look back and when I think about the old days that I was bad on with those girls that I really like, I can remember my body language and how I was. I was showing way too much interest, as in my facial expression, my body language. So when you get that all the way down to where when you can go out with a 10, and the difference between her chasing you and you chasing her, if she really got to genuinely feel that you feel like you're better than her. And you can't
Mm-hmm.
fake that. You can't fake that. Now, the reason why I got that genuinely inside of me now is because I done dated way better than whoever she is. So I can genuinely feel like that. And another thing, when you got all these girls that I'm dealing with on the side, I got a real, genuine, take it or leave it attitude. I mean, genuine. I'm not bull. When I say it, most guys say it, but they don't mean it. When I say it, I mean it. I really can take her or leave her. And that just comes from having so many options, from having so many women pursue you. You damn near get arrogant and you
Mm-hmm.
really don't care.
But
And that
you
just
have
takes.
you have something, and we talked about this called abundance mindset. I know that when I was on top of my game, and
Mm-hmm,
like I said, I had that mindset where I never cared if I got rejected or not.
mm-hmm,
I would just go on to the next girl.
mm-hmm,
You always knew that even if you were in a little drought, you always knew that another girl is coming because
mm-hmm,
it all it takes is one girl,
mm-hmm. All,
on your dick.
all
One girl on your dick. That was my motto.
right.
To get it popping.
That's right.
And I remember there were times when I would go out, especially when I had a girlfriend,
Mm-hmm,
and my body language, and I'm glad you brought that up, would be so different because I
mm-hmm.
already had a girl, so there was no need for me to approach or do all the extra stuff. But I
Right.
noticed women would just gravitate to me, especially when they saw me with my girl,
Mm-hmm.
because they're
That's
like,
right.
"Damn, what is it about this?"
What
You
happens
know?
with you with your girl? Your girl validated you.
Mm-hmm.
She validated you. She showed the other women that you're pre-select. That's all that is. Women want guys that women want guys that other women want. So what happened was your woman, she validated you. She showed the other guys, the other girls, that is another woman that wants you. If women are the most backwardest creatures in the world, women would rather fuck a guy who's fucking 50 women than to fuck a guy who's loyal and lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way they wired. And even if a woman could initially find you attractive, if she find out that she your only option, she gonna lose interest fast as hell. Fast as she'll like you more if 100 women are vying for your attention and you pick her than to just you got her because you ain't got no other options. You gonna women are backwards as hell like that. I don't, that's just simple uh, women female nature, and it also tells them a lot about you. Because let's just be honest about this. For you to have a woman in today's age, you got to have some going about yourself because there's so many thirsty guys out here that
Mm-hmm.
that you can keep a woman attention for 2 seconds says something about you. And to be
Right.
honest with you, women move on just like fast today. You can't even keep a woman attention for 2 weeks. To
Right.
be quite honest with you, because you
Right.
got social media, everybody's online, so you can have her attention this week. She get online, she see another cute guy, want to give him a shot. She did enjoy her time with you, but hey, this guy here, let me give him a shot. Why not? So,
Facts.
so with that going on today, I advocate to every guy, unless a woman is really choosing you, to stay grinding, to stay prospecting. Do never put all your eggs in one basket because women get bored. You can have a woman. I just had a girl that was a 10, a certified 10, at 3 weeks ago. Things going good, things going good, and then up to like 4 o'clock, she flaked and said something's wrong with her stomach. Now, I have all these girls that I'm talking to that I can't fit in. It was easy for me to place that somebody in for that night. But let's hypothetically say I didn't. That would have been a Saturday night ruin. Now, what happened to this girl? This girl, a ex-boyfriend could have came in the picture. Maybe some dude she been fucking with during the week. He had a bigger offer than me because I was gonna take her out for drinks. Maybe he had something to a game or a big fancy dinner. You never know. He probably outbidded me on something. It happens. If you taking a woman out for drinks and then some other guy say, "Hey, you been to this restaurant? You want to go there?" And you were just taking her out for drinks, she gonna flake on you.
Right, and I'm
And,
glad you brought that up because you can't. One thing I used to do, I'm gonna keep it real, is I used to hate it when women did that, and then I came to a point where I just didn't give a fuck because what I would do is just like you, I would stack other dates, or let's say I'm meeting a woman at this bar or club and she doesn't show up, then I
mm-hmm.
still would go anyway because that was my plan to go to that venue anyway, and
Right.
then I'm gonna just put in the work. Now there's somebody's saying something in the chat. I got to bring this up.
All right.
George is saying thugs out here getting nines and tens, dude. So what George is saying is that they're broke thugs getting bad chicks. What's your response to that?
I understand that also with these thugs now. These thugs, they be broken stuff like that, but they have status. And I can sit here and I can tell you that because I grew up in the hood, and a lot of those thugs, they might be broke, and they might not have a lot going for themselves. But one
Mm-hmm.
thing they do have is they have a name, they have status, and understand that women need more than just finances. So you got provision and you got protection.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something: ain't nobody in the world who need more protection than a bad bitch. Oh, I'm being honest. A bad chick have haters from females. She have guys pushing up on her too hard. They will sometimes pick a thug just because they know nobody can't fuck with them because everybody knows I fuck with Tyrone around the block, and that
Mm-hmm.
goes well. So it ain't. Sometimes you got women that. So let's touch on that for a second. So it's more than just provision. It's status, protection, money, all that attraction. Because you can have a thug that say he's just an average thug, he don't make a lot of money, but let's just say for whatever he is, the way he carry himself, I'm just physically attracted to him. I've seen that in the hood where the guy would just for whatever reason, the way he carry himself, the way he looked, he just do it for her. And I can sit here and I can tell you that when I was in that basement, for some girls, I just did it for her. Even though I ain't had shit going for myself. The way they acted, I just knocked their socks off. You can't beat raw physical attraction. It is what
Yes.
it is. You can't beat raw physical attraction. I'm telling you, I lived in a basement, a shithole basement. When I sit here and say you was the biggest shithole basement, I'm talking about it's all I could afford. I wasn't making no money. I have no family up here in New York. So, I mean, I was in the shittest basement in the world. And you would think that no decent woman would want to come down there and be with nobody. But for whatever reason, I knocked their socks off. And if a woman just really find you that physical attraction, it don't matter if you live out of a cardboard box. If you do it for her, you just do it for her. Now,
Right.
that's just bottom line. Now, some women, you could do it for them all you want to. They need a guy with their shit going on for themselves. Sometimes some women value protection. They get turned on by the guy who they feel protected with. Trust me, that matters. Trust me, that I grew up in the hood. Trust me, that matters.
Right.
Cause when you're a fine chick, guys push up on you too aggressive sometimes, and then you have females that hate on you for whatever reason, and you need that muscle behind you sometimes to give you that protection. Trust me, I grew up in the hood. Trust me, that's a big issue.
No doubt. So let me ask you this because I know there's some guys, and this is a live stream. Some of them maybe watch the playback. They're like, no, man, this dude is talking about I got to do this to brag bras. I don't want to do that work. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I put in all that effort to get a woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just be at home, watch football on a Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
drink beer, and then I can watch whack off to porn.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a generation of men, especially younger men, millennial men,
Mm-hmm.
that um, they're not having sex compared to previous generations. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think this generation of men just because I'm old school. I was telling you this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I came from a generation of, you put on your bootstraps, you go out there, you get the work, and you get it by any means necessary. Why
Right.
is it that this younger generation of millennials are cool with being mediocre, with just living at home, with just jerking off, and now you got the rise of these guys, doing sex dolls and sex robots. Why do you think that alpha male energy is missing from today's man, and they're so resigned to being subpar or mediocre?
That ain't just started with this generation, bro. To the end of time, you're gonna always want people who want something for nothing. That ain't gonna never be. I'm a trainer at the gym, and I am telling you, it's trainers who come in there and they just want to be handed clients. God forbid if they get on the floor and they prospect and try to pick up their own clients. To the end of time, people are never going to want to work. It's the fitness industry makes billions of dollars a year putting out these bogus fitness ab machines. Why? Because they know people are lazy. So what they do, they want you to try to figure out a way to do your abs sitting on the couch. They know people are lazy and they know people want the quick fix. So what the dating coaches do? They know people are lazy. They know people don't want to hit the gym. They know people don't want to go and pick up a skill to improve their finance. So what they say, confidence. That's gonna go on to the end of time. People want something for nothing. But let me tell guys like this here. Women don't complain about that shit. You don't see a bunch of women sitting on at home fat talking about something. Well, I want a man to love me for me, fat and disgusted. They know men love sexiness. So what they do every fucking thing in the world. Makeup, eyeliner, heels, stockings, tight dress, hairdos, I the lit push-up bra, padded bra, fake titties, fake ass, lipo out the waist. I mean, girdles. They'll sit there and have a girdle so tight by to break their ribs. Just, a lot of the girls you be seeing in the club, man, that got that figure eight glass, they have a girdle on so tight, it's about to switch all their organs up. They trying to look sexy to pull a high quality mate. But
Right.
only leave it to men to sit on their ass and don't want to do nothing but complain. And that's what I started my channel for. I'm not with that complaining, bitching shit.
Hmm.
Y'all letting women outdo y'all. Women know exactly what to do to attract a high quality mate. You guys need to know the honest truth. Unless a woman is just physically drawn to you, and when I say physically drawn to you, I mean beyond just physical. That means that's everything about you, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you sit. You just do it for her. Unless you just knock her socks off like that, you're going to have your shit together and put yourself in the best position by being the leanest you can be. It don't mean you got to have a six pack. It just means that you can't have man boobs and a big old fat gut. That's it. You don't got to have a fucking six pack. You don't
Right.
got to have that shit. You just need to be in decent shape and have a decent job. You ain't got to be Bill Gates.
Right.
But if you're a fucking plumber and you making 24, 25, 26, $27 an hour, and you got good business, you can do something with that. You could get a nice home and a nice car for 25, $26 an hour.
Right.
You don't got to be Donald Trump. So the
Right.
thing, this is what I'm trying to tell guys, that stop bitching about that. Women are forever gonna be about who can provide, who can protect them. That's not changing, guys. If you don't want to be in the game, then don't be in the game. Go home and jack off to porn. That's fine. That's your choice. The same thing with people who are poor and complain about the rich. Understand, get on your grind. The bitches will come. It's not even rocket science, guys. I hate to tell you this. I know y'all guys think it's not even rocket science. This is what I want you guys to do if you're watching this right here. I want you to take a year, a whole year. If a bitch come along, fine. But for a whole year, you say, man, I'm just gonna get my shit to because women can be distracting. You ain't gonna never accomplish shit fucking with women like that. When I got to the gym and I ain't had no clients, me and the girl I was talking to, we stopped talking. Why? Because I lived at the gym to build my business up. So it put a strain on us because I knew I could never build my business up and spend quality time with her. She was standing in the way. And I knew I had to live at the gym to build my business up. Women can be a distraction. So if you really want to get your shit together, you might have to sacrifice and go without a bitch for a while to get your shit together. If you trying to lose some weight, what a girl gonna do? Oh, these little cookies ain't gonna hurt. Oh, we can go to that restaurant tonight. You sitting there trying to eat a salad, and this bitch trying to take you to Cheesecake Factory. So I'm just being honest. A woman to derail you all the way around.
Right.
Sacrifice for a year. Focus on yourself.
And I'm glad you brought that up
Mm-hmm.
because I was 313 in the chat. He said Solo giving up the game, and like I responded, I'm taking time out for me,
Mm-hmm.
as I've mentioned in some of my other motivational videos
Mm-hmm.
for those brothers who haven't seen them. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, I'm just doing me, and because I realized a couple years ago when I lost a bunch of weight and I had kind of like a self improvement breakthrough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did exactly like you said, play. I took like 6 months off, and it wasn't even by design. It just happened because I had some shit going on in my life, and
Mm-hmm.
I went to Chicago just to get my mind right because I had some fucked
Mm-hmm.
shit happen, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went on a trip. It was an epic experience, right? I got
Mm-hmm.
rejuvenated, like it really rejuvenated my spirit. Came
Mm-hmm.
back, lost a bunch of weight, went to
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, traveled, had a blast and whatnot. But it seems like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of men, and I've noticed this in the last year, a lot of men are just resigned to the fact that if they ain't getting women, it's all the women's fault. It's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
That they ain't getting the type of women that they want. When you ask these men
It's
and they email me, hold up, let me finish this real quick. But when you ask these men, well, what are you doing to meet women? They say, oh, well, I do online dating. Okay, that's cool. When was the last time you approached a woman? Oh, well, I made eye contact with the chick at the grocery store once. Okay, that's not going to be enough. And
no.
then you talk to some of these dudes, they 40 years old flipping burgers and they overweight. And
Mm-hmm.
then they wonder why they're not getting, dimes. And it's kind of like, yo, you think that you should get women just because you know the red pill? That's not good enough. You got to
Right.
be somebody that women will gravitate. And a lot of men are delusional. I'm gonna keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about feminists. I ride on feminists all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know me. I ride on these feminists,
Mm-hmm.
these women, delusional single mothers, these overweight women. I ride on them, but we as men, we got to keep it real with ourselves as well. You
Mm-hmm.
want a top notch chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is in shape, nice
Mm-hmm.
and tight.
Mm-hmm.
She look good, but then
Mm-hmm.
you are sloppy, and you ain't even putting in the work, and you think
Mm-hmm.
that just because you're a man, by default, you get that chick. So, I mean, for me, a lot of these dudes, and I'm gonna keep it real, Alpha. I told you this before. The people I hang with, they're successful.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to hang around other successful individuals
Mm-hmm.
because when they hang around with people that aren't successful, it's not that they're better, but the people that are not motivated or ambitious or always whining and bitching, they have a
Mm-hmm.
negative energy. Have you
Yep.
noticed that? What's your
Right.
thoughts on now that every time you turn on a YouTube video or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and crying, but they ain't talking about solutions on how
Mm-hmm.
to better themselves.
Well, the thing is, we're here. When I first started finding MGTOW and stuff like that, I was right there with it. And I ain't gonna even lie, I was right there with these fucking cold-hearted bitches. Cause I've had a girl in my past leave me when I lost my job, leave me when I lost my apartment. That was years ago, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. I remember the girl. Um, we was so supposed to be so in love and doing all this type of stuff. And as soon as I hit a tough patch, this bitch started getting distant. I mean, we supposed to been in love. We was talking about getting engaged and all this and that, and it was just like that. She changed just like that, and sure enough, she was gone. And so when I came into MGTOW, started watching MGTOW videos, that situation that was about 10, 12 years ago, but it came right back to the forefront. I remember it like it was yesterday. And so I was into the MGTOW, into the all that stuff right there. But then after a while, listening to it, I'm like, all right, now it just sound like a bunch of bitching about women. Women ain't changing. And
Mm,
then, I got to also thinking, if a girl loses her, value to me, which is sex, what would I do? I'll dump that bitch. For long, I'll be nice about it, but for long, I'll ease away. If for whatever reason, if she get to a point to where she couldn't have sex with me, I'll dump her ass too. So then I said, you know what? I kind of understand. Because you know what? Her value to me is sex, and my value to her is somebody she sees as a provider long term if we so choose to get in a relationship. I mean, get married or whatever. That's just the way they wired. They can't help it. And so I'm not bitter about that no more. I accept it and I get it. You know, it's just like you, bro. If right now you got a girl and you fucking her and all of a sudden she came to you with some more shit and she said, you know what, I don't want to have sex no more till we get married. You gonna dump her. You gonna dump her.
Right.
Flat out, period. She serves you no purpose no more. You gonna flat out just dump her. She don't have no value to you no more. So with me being honest with myself, and I'm always right is right, wrong is wrong. And I say to myself, if the problem is a woman rarely does lose her sex unless she just stopped giving it to you. So, but guys can easily fall in a tough patch. So we the ones that see this all the time with female nature. But I just accept it and say, you know what? I'm just gonna accept it and be prepared for it and know it's coming. If it comes, I'm not gonna bitch about it all and keep bitching about female nature. I get it. They are some
Right.
sluts. They are about self-preservation. I get it already. That ain't gonna never change. I had aunties, I had aunties dump guys when they lost their job when I was younger. All this come back to the forefront in my head once I start, you know, diagnosing the red pill and listening to it. I start thinking about my aunties and shit that happened 20, 30 years ago. And I'm like, damn, these bitches ain't shit. But they ain't changing, bro. So this is what I suggest to guys. Accept that and just know it and be prepared for it. That's why I would never get in another relationship. That's why if you watch any of my videos, you don't hear me say nothing about no relationship or marriage or nothing because I don't even think I'm capable of loving a woman. Because with me knowing their true nature, it's impossible for me to love a woman. I'll look at her and I'll say, you know what? I know it ain't genuine. I know it's only genuine until I hit a rough patch. God
Right.
forbid if my health fail or my income drops, I know you're gonna be gone. And so
Right.
just accept that and be prepared for it. But I'm not gonna be on here bitching and stuff. What I'm gonna dedicate my channel to, bro, is I'm gonna dedicate my channel to solutions.
Mm.
And the solutions is this here, guys. This is flat out point blank period. Get your shit together. For the death of me, I'm gonna keep screaming that shit. Get your shit together. It's putting you in the best position to attract the highest quality mate you possibly can. Can I attract the mate that Drake can attract? No, I'm not on his status. I can't fuck the hoes he can fuck, but I can fuck the best hoes that I can fuck. See what
Mm.
I'm saying? So just attract the top hoes that you can fuck, the best hoes you can fuck.
Now, let me just say this, Alpha. For me personally, and you might disagree, but for me, when I go through what I call the monk mode phase, and I know it's a mid-tow term, but I know that
Mm-hmm.
buckle down. Like right now, I'm just hitting the gym and I'm trying to eat
Mm-hmm.
right, get my
Mm-hmm.
salad, all of that. For
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm not doing it for women. I'm doing it for me because
No.
I want to be healthy. Because I got polo shirts in my closet that I ain't rocking 2 years, and I know that if I get back to that physique, it's going to be game over. I want to feel good about myself, so I'm not doing it for women. I'm doing it for me. Um,
Uh, let me
Talk about
respond.
that for a second. Yeah, go ahead, player.
Let me respond that. So, you think you're doing it for you.
Mhm.
Everything we men do is subconsciously done to get laid. Everything we do subconscious is to get laid. Everything. You don't know you're doing it. Like female nature, they were hardwired that way. That's just the way they are to survive and protect their offspring. But everything you do, from the way you get up and go to work in the morning, everything you do is to improve your quality to attract the highest quality mate to get laid. Everything you do, your only existence on this earth is to reproduce. Everything you do subconsciously is done to
Mm.
get laid. You don't know it, but that's what it is. It's done to get laid. Everything you do. So when you go to the gym, trust me right now, if God took all the women off the earth and it was just a bunch of men on this earth, I promise you right now, you gonna be like, oh, let me go to the gym and worry about my health. The most you'll probably be going to the gym for is to get strong so you can knock motherfuckers out. But you wouldn't even give a shit about your health. And deep down, you don't care nothing about it now. The only thing we men care about is getting our rocks off at the end of the day. That's all we care about. That
I
is
mean,
the most.
I agree with I agree with you to a point, but like I was saying, when
Mm-hmm.
I was well, like I mentioned earlier, when I lost the most weight and I
Mm-hmm.
was traveling, I got more paper. It maybe subconsciously, maybe you're right. I did it for women, but I did it for myself because, and I'll maybe talk about in the future in a video. But
Mm-hmm.
I was going through some shit in my life, and I was angry. I was
Mm-hmm.
angry at some people who I felt had wronged me. People who were supposed to be my friends
Mm-hmm.
had, you know, finally shown their true color. Because when you're
Uh,
successful, it
mm-hmm.
exposes the snakes. Or when
Right.
you down low or you broke and your
Mm-hmm.
friends are doing better than you, it's all good. But when you
Mm-hmm.
start doing better than your friends, then all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
those same people that they thought they were better than you, they feel a certain type of way. Seeing you in the
Mm-hmm.
latest outfits, seeing you with the nice watch, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it came to a point where certain people that I thought were my friends had exposed themselves for being frauds, and I was angry. And at that point, I wanted to make a change in my life. And it wasn't really about, maybe it was female subconsciously, but really it was, I was angry at motherfuckers that had wronged me, and I was on some Tupac shit, and it was
Mm-hmm.
me against the world. So I was like, you
Right.
know what? My revenge will be success. And I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was one particular moment where, you know, everything just came together. I was in a club. Me and my boys, a couple boys were you know, had some girls around us, and one of the dudes that had wronged me entered in, and he was trying to be all friendly, and I pushed
Mm-hmm.
him off like, nah, because you know you're not a friend. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what that was. But one of the things that I want to say to you, because I know you say a lot of real shit,
Mm-hmm.
is you made a video recently that was very controversial. Actually, you did it last night, and and here's the thing. One of the things about it is you know, why do you think that men are now cool with just complaining and bitching and not doing any solutions? In your opinion, is it you mentioned it's easy, but go into depth a little bit more on that.
All right, me, we as people, we all are followers. So the MGTOW thing right now is big, and it's just it's a little fad. It's gonna go away soon, but it's just a popular thing to do now to get on YouTube, put MGTOW Justice, or MGTOW YouTube, or MGTOW Couch, or whoever on your name. Go on every
Midtown Couch. Hey yo, I'm gonna start a new channel called Midtown Couch.
And it's the fad right now to just get on YouTube and bitch about women. It's the fad. When I first joined YouTube, the fitness thing was real big. It done died down now. It's only like two hot channels. When I first got onto it, it was huge. Everybody was putting up channels. It was fucking huge. The Hodge twins were huge. CT Fletcher was huge. Uh, Physiques of Greatness were huge. Now it's done died down. It was a fad. Now the YouTube fitness done died down. Now the black manosphere is real big. Everybody bitching about black women. It's the thing to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to start a new fad. And I'm hoping
Mhm.
that I can start a fad about solutions to
Mm.
adapting to female nature the way it is and not crying and bitching. I'm coming out. So, and I noticed a lot of guys, they troll me in the comments and then they turned around. I guess they watch a couple of my videos and subscribe. So this the thing.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm saying. They left a comment like, "Why you watching MGTOW videos if you don't like us?" Then about 10 minutes later, they subscribe. They probably went and watched a couple videos and said, "Shit, yeah, he probably got good points. All right, let me subscribe." So I'm hoping that I can start another movement to cut this bitching out, to get guys to get on a grind and get. It's not that hard. Is man, listen, it's not that hard. It's not that if you trying to bang a bunch of bitches, it
Mhm.
is simple as hell. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. You know, a lot of guys think women got it easy. We got it the easiest because if you're a guy and you overweight, you can stay overweight. If you get your paper straight and you get your shit together, you might need a little more, but bitches will still fuck you just because you have your shit together. And I ain't talking about you giving them that neither, just off of the illusion that you could be a good provider in the future. You can stay 400 pounds as long as you got some paper. Look at Notorious Big. A woman got to look good. And
Right.
as soon as she hit 35, 40 and she start decreasing, she on the outside looking in. I train old female clients they single. They got a divorce 5, 10 years ago, and they tell me they can't find nobody. And you ain't gonna find nobody. You 55 years old, and you on there trying to. The only guys that want her are guys who like 65 and 70. Ain't no 55-year-old guy want no 55-year-old wife.
Right.
So what?
Facts.
She fucked. And the guys that look 70, she don't want. So I tell guys all the time, don't think that women just got it so good. Maybe they got it good from the age of 20 to 35, but your day gonna come. And when your day come, when I was 24, 25, I couldn't fuck the hoes I fuck now because my resources weren't what they is now and my knowledge. But now, to the day I die, I can fuck bad bitches as long as I keep my finances in order. A female at my age, she washed up. So I feel like we got the upper hand. And
Right.
if you're a guy and you fat, if you 300 some pounds, but you got a nice ride, a nice house, a nice job, you still could be banging bitches. You
Right.
still banging bitches. Women can't do that. My sister is overweight. I can't tell you the last time I know her to have a boyfriend. I cannot tell you the last 10 years, 12. I don't. If she do, she probably must got somebody undercover. I cannot tell you one boyfriend she's had the last 10 years because she's overweight. She's like 270.
Damn.
She not gonna get a boyfriend.
She's ready to play for the Vikings. God damn.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So this is why I tell guys, don't think that women got it so great because they got a vagina. They don't have it so great. They have it great for a little period of time, and then the decline happens. And so this is what they do: 20 to 30. And I've seen this with myself, my own clients, everybody I know in my life. Women ride the cock carousel 20 to 30. They don't really want to settle down with no fucking body 20 to 30. They just want to get dicked down by as many guys as they can.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I want to tell you guys about why women like thugs. Women are whores, and thugs are detached. Thugs are detached. They can fuck them and not get attached. When they fuck most nice guys or good working guys, they give you a little pussy and you get sprung and you want to make it your girlfriend and you lose your fucking mind. Thugs don't do that. Thugs can dick them down and then don't call them for a week or two, which is what they want. Women just want to fuck around and not have no guy trying to crowd all around them if they gave you a little pussy. Because women, I'm just being honest with you guys, women are whores. That's why when you act needy and shit on dates and shit, and you sending off these weak body language, that's why you turn them off. Because she already know what you got in your head, and that ain't what she want. She want to be able to go out with you, have a couple drinks, you dick her down, and then 2 or 3 days later have another guy dick her down, and nobody have no feelings for her. That's what she want. You
Right.
seen that movie with Robin Givens and Boomerang? How Robin Givens was? That's what the average woman wants. She just want to be able to get some dick and you not get attached and don't be all up in her shit. That's what the average woman wants in that 20 to 30 age range. And most guys can't do that. The thugs, they detach. They can do that. They just want to rip and run and do the street. The nice guys, the good guys, the working guys have a tendency to get more attached.
Mm.
Guys, you got to let women whore around. That's what they want to do. I'm going to make a video about that sometime this week. Women want to whore around. Women just want to have fun. You got to let her know that you can fuck her and not be thinking relationship. Most of you guys get some pussy and you just think like, oh man, now I got some reliable pussy. She might don't want to give you no pussy no more for 3 weeks. That's just how they is when they young like that. They just want to fucking whore around. Let them whore around.
Right.
That's why you got to have a lot of prospect. That's why you turn them off when you come on needy like that, because that's not what they want. They want to be whores. It's just the
Okay.
way it is, guys.
That's what's up. And talking about the fact, guys, I know this dude in my city. He's 400
Mm-hmm.
pounds, man. He sloppy as shit. But every time you see him in the scene,
Yep.
he's always got 3 or 4 broads around him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And he's always with bad bitches. And one thing is, he's got paper for days. That's it. He's not. I'm gonna keep it. He's not handsome,
Right.
obviously. Um, he's got paper. So he's got these girls, right? These
Mm-hmm.
7s, 8s, and 9s,
Mm-hmm.
and these bitches are like jocking him hard,
Mm-hmm.
and he don't give a fuck because he knows he got it like that.
You know he
And
got it like.
people, and the way he moved, like because of the fact that he's sloppy, but when you talk to him, you can
Mm-hmm.
tell like the way he carry himself,
Mm-hmm.
like he carry himself with a sense of, I don't want to say arrogance, but with a sense of confidence, like yo, I
Mm-hmm.
am the shit. And you might look at this nigga like, nigga, who the fuck are you? But the way he move
Mm-hmm.
and his reputation, and then the
Mm-hmm.
fact that he's always got 3 women. Every time I see him in a club or a bar, he's always got at least 3 women. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, some people might say, well, they're gold diggers or they're always. It don't matter because he fuck them and leave them because he got girls for days that are willing to come, willing to be. He got a rotation of girls willing to use. He might smash a girl or some flash some ice or buy a bottle and shit. And even when he buy a bottle, that shit is comped because he always goes to the clubs. He knows everybody. So people don't realize it, but power is very attractive to women. Women love a guy who has power, and women love a man that other women desire. Just like I was telling you about my girlfriend, women have a thing for men that other women find attractive because women are sheep.
Right.
They are followers.
Mm-hmm.
The women will look at somebody and say, "Damn, this guy is cute," and then all of a sudden, other women will say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
remember Tupac once said, right before he blew
Mm-hmm.
up, before he got famous.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I remember I went to a Washington D.C. club.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was paying me no mind. Nobody cared.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said that when he had his hit record, remember "I Get Around"?
Right.
Tupac's like that was one of Tupac's first hit records, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that he couldn't even make it to the bar because there were so many women around him, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens, man. When you make yourself not just into a guy who has money,
Mm-hmm.
but into a guy with status and power. Women are shallow as fuck. Like, they're not just whores like you say, but they're shallow as hell. They vapid, and they're attracted to men with power.
And
That's where all the Freud with the penis envy, all of that comes in.
mm-hmm.
Because these women want power, they want to be around powerful men, especially beautiful and pretty women. So I agree with that. Even me, Solomon Jones, you might sometimes see me with a broad, and you might be like, "How the fuck did Solo bag this broad?"
Mm-hmm.
I got a little rep in my city, depending on where I'm at and who you talk to. But
Right.
people might, people know me. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's Solo." Like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
come get these VIP wristbands. You ain't got to stand in line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
um, being known, having status is very attractive. So, especially to
Right.
women.
Absolutely, bro.
Uh,
Absolutely. With what you said about I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought with Tupac thing. Oh, I was thinking. You said women are sheep. We
mhm.
all sheep. We all are. If you was to go to a comedy show and a comedian said a joke and everybody laughed, you just naturally laugh right along with it. But if you was at
Mhm.
home and he said that same joke, you might or might not laugh because it ain't nobody to follow along with. We all are sheep. That's the whole thing why this MGTOW thing is getting so big. And then you got a lot of these guys on here playing off that shit, talking about MGTOW, and they not MGTOW. MGTOW was not started to be fucking dumping, I mean, dating, and then come and get on the internet and crying and bitching. When the MGTOW thing meant, it meant just that men going their own way. Men, I'm not fucking with a bitch. And then
Right.
guys start putting exceptions into it. Oh well, yeah, we can do the pump and dump.
Exactly.
That was
It,
not what the MGTOW thing started. The MGTOW
thank
meant
you.
was
Thank
I'm not
you.
fucking with bitches. I'm not
Thank
fucking
you.
with bitches. And then all of a sudden they started going on dates and coming on the internet crying about, yeah, let me tell you what this bitch did. Motherfucker, ain't you MGTOW? So,
It's funny because I remember when Midtown came about. I saw the birth because I used to blog, right? So I
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
remember, MRAs was going down, PUAs was going
uh-huh,
down, and Midtown
mm-hmm,
came about
mm-hmm,
Barbarossa, Stardust, Sandman.
mm-hmm.
And a
Yep.
lot of PUAs are like, "Fuck that Midtown. We ain't doing this." But one thing I noticed, like you said, all of a sudden now you got Midtown's dudes claiming Midtown that are married. Like, how can you? It doesn't make sense. Like,
You just want to bitch about women. You ain't really went on your own way. You just want to bitch about women. That's all that about. You just want to bitch about the shit. And bro, I swear these guys have gotten on my nerves. And I'm sitting there telling guys right now on this live stream. The only thing that I disagree, I haven't got into all the RSD bullshit. I don't know about them, but with the pickup community helped me out a lot. Now I'm sitting here and I ain't too helping nobody out or nothing like that. I'm sitting here telling you the game I learned from that. I had to modify shit to fit for me, but it helped out a lot. Bottom line, a lot of guys, it's like let me tell you like this: the pickup community is like this. It's just like lifting weights without a proper diet. You
mhm.
ain't gonna never see the results you want. So if you're a guy and you're the pickup community and you ain't working to improve your financial situation or get your body right, the lines by themselves is not gonna help. It only helps if you already have the attraction. The attraction got to come from you and how you carry yourself. Do you look like a guy who's got something going on for himself? So, this is what guys want, and this is why they blame the pickup community. They want to go up to a woman who they not even attracted to, who not even attracted to them. Use some pickup line shit, and it don't work that way. This is what the pickup community. This is what the dating coaches can do for you. I go up to a woman, I approach a woman, she finds me attractive. Now the techniques I learned from dating coaches can come into play to keep her interested so I can fuck her. But ain't nothing a dating coach could teach me to make that woman attracted to me. Nothing. Ain't nothing. That just comes from me working on myself, and improve my finances so I can look like something. And God-given natural attraction. After that, now what I learned from a dating coach can get it home to the bedroom. But can't nothing happen without raw attraction, bro. That's just come from who you are, what you are. You see what I'm saying?
I would say not just raw attraction, but taking action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of dudes. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. What did I do this weekend? I went to work. I binge watched Punisher. But what am I gonna do this weekend? Because it's off. I'm gonna be hitting the field. I'm still monk mode, but I'm gonna still go out, socialize. I got my little clique people that I chill with. You know, nothing big, just a couple of my dudes. We go out. If we see something we like, we might holler. If not, you know, it is what it is. But I find it interesting because, you know, I consider myself a diverse content creator. So I talk about self-improvement. I talk about feminists. I talk about finances, Bitcoin. But I see a lot of guys talking about female nature, right? But they're not talking about anything else. They're not talking about how you can make money or how to become a trainer, how to train your body. It's all about female nature, female nature, female nature.
But I'm gonna tell you why. It's so many. It's so many. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now I will say this. It's old to me and you, but guess what? Every day, it's hundreds of guys who just finding MGTOW ill more. So it's old to me and you because we've been discovered it, but it ain't gonna be old to that 22-year-old guy who got his heart broke tonight. That's gonna get on Google and Google why did my girlfriend break up with me, or why did my girlfriend leave me after I lost my job. So it ain't gonna be old to them. So it's old to me and you, and we'll fade away from it. But guess what? It'll be 100 more guys tomorrow that's confused about women that'll get online and wondering why their girl asked them for space, or why their girl left them for somebody else. And it'll be 100 more next weekend after that, and it'll be 100 more the weekend after that. So that's how they're able to sustain it, because it's always a new group of guys that's coming in that are confused about women. So I'm just gonna try to do my little niche and help the guys who want results once they done crowd enough. So then once they done crowd enough about women, maybe they'll come on over to my channel and say, okay, now it's time for some solutions.
Right. And shout out to Black Ram. He says, all I talk about is female nature. Guys don't want to hear much else. I want to talk about more, but the vids don't get views. And I agree. I totally agree. I know when I make a Bitcoin video, nobody cares. When I make a video about my motivational videos, nobody cares. If I make a video about, this feminist crying about why she can't get a date, oh man, I get mad views. A lot of people, I hate to say this, but I got to keep it real. A lot of y'all love that negative shit. You know, don't get me wrong. I'll go in. And shout out to Ask Nathaniel, man. Shout out to him, man. He's a YouTuber. You know, he was talking about it, how, you know, man, sometimes it's good to have a balanced view, but you also have to have a realistic view. Me personally, my channel, I always say that my channel is a men's channel. My channel is not a MGTOW channel. Shout out to Ibmore, but I don't think Ibmore would let me in. I love non-black coochie too much. Shout out to Ibmore. But my channel is a men's channel, so it's for everybody, man. Everybody that the only type of male my channel is not for is men that don't want to be the best version of themselves. Men that don't want to improve. Men that just want to complain. Complaining is good. Sometimes it's good to complain, because then we can assess symptoms and diagnose problems that are going on, right? Symptoms and root of the problem. But if you ain't taking action, and I'm not talking about in the world, but for yourself, if
Mm-hmm.
you ain't doing for yourself, living your
Mm-hmm.
best life, but you on some rah 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 shit. Every video is women suck and women this
Right.
and women that.
Right.
At the end of the day, for me personally, I don't get no value out of that consistently. I just saw a video
Mm-hmm.
of a dude. Okay, I just saw a video
Mm-hmm.
of a dude turning down a $50,000 ICO deal. This dude
Oh.
turned a deal down. They were offering him $50,000 to promote do their ICO tokens, and he says, "Nah, I don't want it. I want 1 or 2%." That's the level that I want to get to. I want to do content like that. I want to watch content like that where we
Right.
see brothers making real bread. Can you
Right.
imagine? Hey, Am, can you imagine turning down $50,000, making a vlog about turning down 50 grand? How
Right.
many MGTOWs can really say that? How many real dudes can say that? Yo, I turned down a $50,000 deal today because you know what? I wanted $250,000 and they only gave me 50,000. Like
Right.
that's the type of stuff that I want to talk about. But people don't
Right.
care. Everybody cares only about pussy, 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 pussy,
Oh,
pussy.
I'm a,
And then
I'm a,
one
I'm
thing I noticed. Oh, let me just finish this real
go
quick.
go ahead.
One
Go
thing
ahead.
I noticed when you are one of the guys who is successful about it, there seems to
Mm-hmm.
be resentment in the audience about it, which is weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
So people don't want to see you do well. People want you to be miserable as well. So it is what it is. My bad, fam. I had to go on my little ramble.
No, 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 no. But and you just, I want to say you proved my point just then. That's all we as men generally like. Even you want to do that Bitcoin subconsciously is to get you more ass. You don't know it, but subconsciously in the back of your head is like, yeah, this get me more ass. So it's like everything we do is to get us ass. That's the good Lord put that in us for a reason. He gave us testosterone for a reason. It drives us to be about ass. That's why mid-tall guys are so mad. When you're not getting laid and all that testosterone, you can jack and whack off all you want to. If it ain't with a female, that shit would drive you insane. Point blank, period. And so it makes sense that I can see why the MGTOW movement is so big, because every day is some guy gonna come and frustrated girl asking for space. Girl, the women today with the social media age, as a guy, you need to work as hard as you can to be in the top tier because they have so many options. They get bored so easy. There's so many thirsty dudes in their Instagrams, on their Facebook page, just in general, anything social. To where uh, I did the fake profile. I think everybody did the fake profile online just to see how it went. So I set up the fake profile online just to see what everybody was saying about women getting hit. Man, this girl had like 500 messages in 24 hours.
Facts, yo, facts. I've made videos about that too. Yeah, like women, yeah, women are being bombarded by cock every day. Black cock,
Right.
white cock, small cock, big cock, thunder cock, 4-inch cock. No diss
And
to
I'm
Europe, but to the brothers in the chat, but that's just the
yeah.
truth.
And
You
then I
know.
seen some of the guys on there was tall, looked like they had night like they worked out. I'm like, no wonder you can't keep no bitch attention. I'm like, I'm just going through that. I'm just trying to say, okay, I'm gonna see how many losers on here. And I'm going through that for every 20 guys, it would be at least one that I said, I can see why a woman would want to date him. So if you got 500 messages and out of every 20, you got one that look like he's a good candidate, over 6 feet tall and in shape, and I don't know what kind of finance he had. You can see if you're a woman and you run the car carousel, shit, you can see why it's so easy for a woman to flake on you. So me doing that, it just makes me not take pretty much any woman serious. That's the best way I can explain it. I don't really take no woman serious because in this age, okay, so like when I'm 38 years old. So let's go back 10, 12 years before the social media thing blew up. And let's
Hmm.
say you went out and you met a woman at the store. She wasn't getting all that attention from guys. She had that social media. She could stay focused on you
Hmm. Fact.
because she wanted attention like that, because most guys are pussy, ain't going to approach no woman
I
in
remember
person.
those days. Sadly, I do. I do.
And so if you met a woman 10, 12 years ago before the social media age, she would focus on you because she didn't have all that many options. But now every woman got an Instagram, every woman got Facebook, most women got a dating profile. So you go and throw in that, they getting DMs, they getting hit up on the dating apps. You go out with her a couple times, she sleep with you, she check her messages next morning, say, oh, that's a handsome guy right there. Maybe he want to go out, and maybe I see what he talking about. The other one, his sex was okay. Let me try this guy, see what he talking about. And then there you go. So it's going to be harder in this day and age for guys. Guys, you got to adapt. This is the world we live in. We're in the social media age. You can't keep no woman attention these days. That's why so much bitching going on, because we're in the social media days. Back in the day, women hated going to the club. So if a woman met you, she hated being single because she knew what that meant. Oh, shit, I got to start going back out with my girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Jesus, I don't feel like going in this damn club.
Attention.
And she fucking dreaded it. And she would try to make the relationship work because she didn't want to fucking have to go back out clubbing. But
Right.
now she don't got to do that. She could just check her Instagram messages, check her dating profile. And there you is, 200 guys asking to take you out. And so in this day and age, y'all guys got to adapt. This is the age we're living in. Women going to have 200-300 options a day. You got to fucking adapt. You got to keep prospects coming in. It's going to be rare that you can even keep a woman's attention unless you be her little puppy dog. That's the only way you're going to be able to keep a woman's attention, if you let her run the relationship. Other than that, if you're not willing to let her run the relationship, she'll be on to the next, because she know the next guy will let her do what she want to do, and he'll follow right behind her. And that's where we living in, and that's why I'm trying to teach guys to adapt to that. That's the world we living in. So we either cry about it or we can adapt to it.
Okay.
The bottom line.
Now, hold up, Alpha. I'm reading the chat, right? One brother, black kid with the glasses. Shout out to him. He be around the comments in various channels. Shout out to him. I rock with him. He says, "Nah, fuck all that shit. I'm adapting by leaving this dating shit." How do you respond to that, bro?
And you know what? That's his choice, and it'll last for a little while, and then he'll get sexually frustrated, and he'll be right back on solo TV trying to say, "Okay, where them tips at, man?" That's how that's gonna work.
Well, he already know what I'm gonna tell him. Get that Bitcoin, player. If you want to get them easy, like I said, that Dominican Republic, fantasy trip that we taking in 2020. Y'all better save up. We gonna rent that villa. 2020, I'm marking it for all you niggas so y'all can get your bread up. 2020, we're gonna take that fantasy trip to DR, get your Bitcoin bread up, and we're gonna see me vlog that shit every day, man. It's gonna be not but naked booty running around. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be eating shawarma and eating local cuisine, whatever they got, jet skiing, man.
Yeah.
That's what we finna do, man. That's what we finna do.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that shit, bro. I'm down with that.
Yeah, man. Oh, Schnaps. Oh, Sneezy, what's going on, O'Shea? I see you in the chat, brother. You know what I mean? Shout out to O'Shea, man. That's my nig, man.
Yeah, I like
doing
O'Shea.
this thing.
I like O'Shea.
Yeah, man. And even O'Shea will tell you, man. You know, if you O'Shea says it in his videos too, man. You gotta bring something to the table. If you want a bad bitch,
He had a video.
you gotta bring paper to the table. Yeah, you gotta bring something to the table. You got these niggas thinking because they got a dick. What the fuck is your 4-inch cock gonna do for that bra? Come on, man. Some of you niggas in the chat, let's keep it real, man. You think because you know with your 4-inch, what you gonna give it that bunker buster with 4 inches?
Right.
Fuck out of here, man. You know you got to bring something to the table.
Got to bring something to the table, and I'm being honest with guys. Guys, you living in you're gonna keep getting frustrated. Women got way so many options these days. You got to have your shit together these days to compete. Because I'm digging these hoes down, and I'm gonna keep digging them down. I want y'all to dig them down with me. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to help you guys out, man.
Well, when you say dig them down with you mean in separate rooms, right? Pause.
I had to
say pause.
Just in general, not even in the same house. In general, it could be just you dig them down in your house, I dig them down in my house. But you know, I'm trying to help you guys out, man, because it's very simple, guys. It's not that hard, and you don't got to drive a Mercedes. Just have a decent car,
right?
Your own place. You ain't got to have a six-pack. Notice I'm not saying none of that scream. I'm not telling nobody to become a millionaire. I'm not telling nobody to buy the Trump Towers. I'm not telling nobody to go out and get a Bugatti. And I ain't telling nobody you got to get your body fat down to 4% body fat. I ain't saying none of that shit to nobody. All I say is have you a decent whip, a decent apartment, a decent job. And when I say a decent job, I mean a skill, a job that's a skill that you had to learn. That means that I require a high paying salary or wage, $25, $30, $35 an hour, a skill, something like
Mm-hmm.
that, and keep your body in reasonable shape, 12, 13, 14, 15% body fat, you good. Ain't nobody said nothing about no six pack. Just don't have man boobs and a big old gut. That's it. And you can bang all the chicks you want. They would chase you. Like I sit here and I tell you guys, the difference between me now and the difference between me then, the women chase me. They see me as a catch, and they see me as somebody that, oh, I want to make him my boyfriend or husband, and so they pursue me. When I was in the basement, maybe they was attracted to me, but they weren't gonna pursue me and ask me out for dates and shit like that. They see me as a catch now, and so they want to keep my attention.
Facts, man. The chat is lit right now, Alpha man. The brothers is feeling the gospel that you're speaking, and we need to hear that. We need to hear that,
Yeah,
man, because
yeah.
a lot of men out here, man. They ain't getting the game from their dad or uncles like they used to. Because let's keep it real. The previous generation of men, they have failed us. They failed us,
Yeah.
young cats, us cats who are in our 30s and 20s and younger. Look at if Young Thug is what it means to be masculine, or is the definition, or Drake, right? Look at Drake. Drake is this face
Mhm.
generation of what a man is, or top rapper. We in trouble when Drake is the top hip hop artist right now, and this dude, half of his songs, Marvin's Room. Fuck that nigga. The things he said. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvin's Room. Marvin's Room set us back like 30 years, man. When I heard that joint, this
Right,
nigga said, and I
right.
know he ain't around. Uh-huh.
But
I'm
this the
just
thing.
to do better.
But this the thing about Drake. Say what you want to say about Drake. Drake saw something and he adapted, and
Right.
that's why he's been at the top of the game for so long. He saw something and he adapted. The
Mm-hmm.
thing about all this shit, guys, in this dating game is about adaptation. I don't know what the dating game gonna hold 3 years from now. Maybe it's gonna take on another adaptation. Right now is the social media age. You got to adapt. Less bitching, more adaptation. So when you say that about Drake, he saw something and he switched. Like he said, I ain't even died and I switched sides.
Right.
He right there. He because he saw something and he's still at the top of the game. You see most rappers, they put out one or two albums, they fall off.
Right.
He's still top because he know how to adapt to survive. You got adaptation is key to survival. So with you guys, you got to know this, and that's why I when I date, I keep prospects because I know women these days they are flaky and fickle with so many options. I guess I would be too. It
Right.
is what it is. I guess I would be too if I had 500 guys hitting me up on line in 24 hours. I would be fickle too.
Right. Hold up. So let me read some more of the comments here.
Okay.
Brothers was asking you some questions. Hold on a
Okay.
second. Thank you, Lottery Guru, for the donation. Yeah, y'all keep that coming. Y'all seen that? I'm putting that money to work, man. I bought a new headset. We gonna get the laptop, and once I get the camera, John, that shit is a wrap.
Yeah.
I get that camera and start doing that field shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, the game is a wrap because niggas don't want me to do that shit because they know what I'm capable of, man. Y'all niggas who know from my blog days, y'all know how I get it when I got a camera, man. Hold on, Alpha. Hold on, man.
I go ahead. I got
Okay,
the cream on my face and shit, but go ahead.
yeah, fam. I was like, yo, what he got that? He got that Shears lotion on his face. What's going on? All right.
Now I got real bad skin. If I don't stay on top of it, I break out my skin break out like hell.
So Alpha, let me ask you this. Let's talk about your
Mm-hmm.
strategy, or if you want to call it that, because that's your name, strategist, right? Are you
Mm-hmm.
right now? Are you just pumping and dumping? Are you looking for a girl? What are you trying to do with these? I know with these females. Are you looking for a wife, or you just what's your agenda right now in terms of how you move with these females?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even trust no woman. I'm too. I don't think highly of women at all. I think they have no loyalty. So a relationship is out the question. That ain't happening. And I wouldn't even put no woman through that. I don't trust one a bit far, and I can throw them. So what my strategy is, I just sell them a dream. So the ones that I think that are looking, I make it sink. Like I just went out with a girl. Was that Friday or Saturday? Friday, Saturday. That was yesterday. After that, that's when I came home and made that epic video. But she's looking for a boyfriend, so I'm looking for a girlfriend, and that's what I.
These women, not to cut you off, but okay, so you basically you don't mind lying to these women. So if she says, "Yo, I'm looking for a man," you'll lie to these girls just to smash. You one of them savage dudes. All right, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. If I think did I make a video? I just made a video about that something like that Friday or Saturday about you got to learn to tell the difference. So when I go out with a woman that I can tell is just casually dating, and you could tell them, this woman here I went out with Saturday, she texts me every day, "Hey, how your day going?" Every day up to the date. When
Right.
you see that, that is a woman that's looking for a relationship. When you see that, she is trying to push it along. When you get a woman and she never initiate contact first, this is a woman that's casually dating. If you try to handle the one that's casually dating, like she's looking for a boyfriend, you're gonna lose her. And if you come at the girl that's looking for a boyfriend, like you casually dating, you'll lose her too.
Mm.
You got to pick up the difference and know which is which. So the woman that's not initiating contact, that's because she's casually dating. She's not taking nothing serious. You got to act according. You got to back off and move at a much slower pace. If she get a hint that you acting like you looking for a girlfriend, she gonna bail because that's not what she looking for. She gonna flake or she just ain't gonna tell you she busy this weekend and she can't do it. You're gonna turn off with that. The woman that's looking for a boyfriend, if you act like that with her, like you backed off and you don't never text her or nothing like that right there every blue moon, and you acting like you casually date, you gonna ask her out and she gonna say she got something to do.
Now,
So you got
Alpha, I got to play devil's advocate because you just lit the chat on fire with what you said. These cats,
okay.
these cats are calling you a hypocrite for lying to women and contributing to the problem. Why not be honest with women that you ain't looking for a relationship? Why add to the fuckery?
Because I'm trying to get something. I'm trying. I'm trying to fuck. Listen, I think you know what? It's good. I'm glad you brought this up because I say this a lot in some of my videos. Guys, you got to get off that fucking moral high ground bullshit. Women lie to you. They flake on you. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. I done said this in countless of my videos. You guys on this moral ethnics bullshit about what that's not the right thing to do, and you a man don't do it like that. This is part of the adaptation that I'm talking about. 10 years ago, no, I wouldn't lie to a woman. That was 10 years ago. In today's world, you got to adapt. Like I told you guys, 10 years ago, I never remember a woman flaking on a date. I don't remember asking a woman out for a date and Saturday she telling me she couldn't do it. I do not remember that going on 10 years ago. When you had a date, you had a date. Why? This is pre-social media. So she didn't have all those options. So now you ask a woman out for a date on Tuesday. Wednesday, she got 30 messages. Thursday, she got 50 messages. Friday, she got 100 messages. In there, she bound to find somebody she thought was cuter than you or more attractive than you or more interesting than you. So she just flakes on you. And don't lose a wink of sleep on it. But you guys are still running around here with this high ground. Don't lie, don't do this, don't do that. We living in a different age. You guys got to stop worrying about other people's feelings. When that woman flake on you Saturday at 3 o'clock, she ain't thinking to herself, gee, this might really ruin his Saturday. She don't really give a shit.
Don DeMarco.
What?
X.
Yeah. But
let me continue playing that. But here's the thing: a guy just said in the chat. Hold on, let me get his name because I want to make sure he gets his credit. Because if you don't, these brothers, man, they get mad. Talking about I'm gonna unsubscribe, Solo. You didn't give him. He says, okay, I can't find. Man, the chat is so lit right now. Hold on, it's kind of moving fast. Let me go back up. Another brother, and I can't find him, but I'm gonna give him his props when I find it. He says that by you lying to women, you're contributing to the problem, and what's going to happen is the next dude, you fucking it up for the next dude.
I would like for him to tell me How is that fucking it up for the next dude?
Because
I
now
would.
the next dude, she's gonna be like, well, the last dude, I gave Alpha the pussy right away. He never called me. So the next dude is gonna have to take me on 10 dates. He's gonna have to do jump through X, Y, and Z before I'm gonna let him smash.
Okay, so this is the thing. That guy got to go through that. He gonna get played, and then he gonna get on YouTube, and then he gonna find game, and then he gonna learn how to not let that happen to him. First of all, guys, this is the dating strategy. You shouldn't be getting used like that for no, 4, 5, 10 dates. This is the thing. One date, the first date, gonna be drinks. The second date can be something a little bit more forward. Me, I do dinner, but it ain't gonna be the best restaurant, but it'll be dinner and something like that, so we can talk. The third date, we'll do some fun, and usually by the second date, I'll probably already asked her back to my apartment. Most times they're gonna say yeah. Sometimes even the first date, like the girl Saturday, I asked her back to my apartment. She came at first date, but I could tell by her body language that she, fucking wasn't gonna happen. I could tell by her body language, but I set the chest up for the next date. So I got her back to my apartment and I pushed the date as far as I could. So the second date is already in line. So she's already comfortable in coming to my crib. So the second date, more than likely I'll fuck. The first date, just get her back to my crib. I'm trying to move it. I'm trying to progress it along as fast as possible.
And then
So
after you smash, you ain't never gonna call her again.
no, 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 no. If she pursues me,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, we can go out again. If she don't pursue me, I'll wait. It'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks, but I'll ask her to come back over. But I'm not taking her out no more. The
Okay.
date, the dating is over with. The most I'll say, hey, I'm gonna cook dinner. If you want to come over and have a glass of wine with me, they always say yes. Then I'm gonna tell you why they say yes. The way I acted, the way I didn't crowd her space, and I didn't call her right back. What you guys don't understand is that's what most women want. That's what that's the shocking thing, but a lot of you guys don't understand. That's what she want. She want a guy that she can fuck and not have him smother her. She'll go get another boyfriend, another dude who will be doing all the dating and stuff. She'll find another sucker to use. Don't worry about that. She gonna get somebody for that attention to wine and dine her. But she'll keep me around because she knows I'm the guy that I can handle fucking her and not bothering her for no relationship or steady sex. Most guys, they start fucking one chick, they want that shit to be steady every weekend. She probably don't want to fuck you every weekend.
Right.
That's the thing a lot of guys don't understand. She probably want to fuck you every weekend. You
Right.
got to give her some space. Call in 2 or 3 weeks and say, hey, you want to come over and have some drinks? I'll throw some pieces in the oven. And she'll be down. Maybe she don't want to fuck with you every weekend. That's why she flake on you. That's why she got ghosts. That's what's lost in the dating game. Guys feel like, oh, well, I got to call her right back next weekend because you got a little pussy, so you want to keep it going. You're going to lose her like that. First of all, you're not showing high value. First of all, you acting like a guy that ain't had no ass in a long time. By you waiting 2 or 3 weeks to call her back, now
Mm-hmm.
if she call you, which she might. If she call you, then invite on over because that's her trying to reach out so you'll make a date. But if she ain't call you, give her a week or two. Show her that
Right.
you have other options. Show her that you dicking other girls down. That's gonna raise her interest, and it's also gonna let her know that you ain't booty whipped. That's why a lot of these women love the thugs. They can be detached like that, and a lot
Right.
of guys can't. A lot of nice guys carry this little feminine energy where they want to bond and shit. They need intimacy and all that shit. Some women are just savages, and some women just want to get dick down with no strings attached. But this is the thing why I have with guys. Guys are acting like women, and women are acting like guys. Women want no strings attached sex, and guys want intimacy. And you know why guys want intimacy? Because it's harder than ever to get laid. So when they do get laid, they want to keep it going. But you can't act, you got to act as if, because you're going to turn her off acting like that. If she want that, she'll reach out to you. If she want to see you again the next week and she wants some more of that dick, she'll do just what this girl who texted me today did. She said, hey, I enjoyed our time Friday. Let me take you out next time. That's what
Right.
a woman to do when she want to see you. If she ain't doing that, just slow it down, give her a week or two, and invite her over again. That she letting you know what she wants you to do. But a lot of you guys get a little piece of ass and you go crazy and you want to, well, that's gonna be my Saturday booty. And I heard you say that. You said, "Hey, you don't want to get a rotation going." That trying to get a rotation going is what's gonna fuck you up because women gonna see. Oh, now he think he gonna see me every Saturday. She don't want to
Right.
see me every Saturday. She want to go see Tyrone around town and get him. Now she want him to dick her down. That's how these women are. You
Mm.
got you got to be able to have no strings attached to sex. You got to have other options, and you got to be able to show her that you ain't sprung off of her fucking you one time. That's what she want.
And
And
then
most,
here's the crazy part: once you start being detached or indifferent, right?
mm-hmm,
Then they start chasing you. Because
right.
all of a sudden she's like, "Why is he not chasing me like these other niggas? Because nigga, you got option, and you
Got out,
ain't thirsty, right?
and
Fact.
she can feel it. And I'm telling you from what I've seen, what goes on with me when women see that, and they like you hit on a good point. When you ain't got options, let me go put my phone on charge. But when you ain't got options, you gonna try to set it up for next weekend. You want to see her again. By you waiting a weekend, you're showing her the fact that hey, I got other pussy to get next this weekend, so I can't see you, and she gonna be knowing that because she know how guys act when they get a little ass, and that's why I sat down and I try to tell guys the alpha male strategies. Hold on 1 second.
All right, guys. So listen, we got 105 people watching. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Listen, we still got the contest, the holiday contest, and you guys know I've been serping in here in streams whatnot. But I got a contest. I'm giving away 2 books. I'm giving away LAR Movements books, and then another book that you guys I already told y'all about. And the key word for the contest for this stream, what I need y'all to type in the comment section once it's up is liar. Okay, we go. That's gonna be the contest word for the giveaway. Type in liar, and the contest will. I'll probably do it for another week or so, another week and a half, and then we're gonna pull all the names together, announce the winner. But when this stream uploads, just type liar in, and this is just for my U.S. Subscribers. You'll be entered into the contest for the book giveaway. All right, and we got Alpha in this bitch. I dropped his link in the description as well for those watching the playback, as well as in the chat. Please make sure you subscribe. This brother is dropping fire. Um, any questions for Alpha, man? Super chat that stuff, man. Because Alpha, he said he tired. He got to go to bed. He's been pounding all week. Giving them bitches that bunker buster. You know what I'm saying? And fam, you still got that sheer butter lotion on your forehead, fam. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's not
Yeah,
Zena.
man, your head is shinier than Cynthia G's when she got that weave off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I, I think I made one video. I had that shit on my forehead on one of those videos, and I was talking shit about it. But yeah, man, I got to make sure I protect the skin.
you light skinned brothers always got to be clean, man. He put the lotion on. So when he eating the coochie,
Mm-hmm.
girls rubbing the head is extra soft. Okay, so Alpha, we got some people who are concerned, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's switch up the topic to a little bit more something serious. There's been some brothers who've been asking about STDs. Aren't you afraid of STDs? You're in New York. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of STDs out there, a lot of thoughts out there, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, I'm assuming you wear condoms, but hey, you're black, so you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
what's your take on that, man? Aren't you worried about catching something or whatnot?
yeah, but I do wear protection. I got a whole box of condoms in my drawer, and I keep 2 condoms in my wallet at all times. So you guys, you gotta yeah, don't fuck around with that shit. So as you can see right here, we finna go up in the drawer, and as you can see, all the condoms. I don't fuck around with that shit.
Hold up, fam. Always sees the sheer butter lotion. Damn. Okay, all right. So you got the lifestyle. Oh, fam, look, please do me a favor. Them lifestyles, they be breaking, man. Get the magnums.
No,
Lifestyle
no,
break, man. You hit it from the back. That shit slip right
no,
off.
no. I ain't one of them go. I ain't one of them guys who want to feed his ego with a
All
mag
right, all
and
right.
half only using half of it. No.
I'm just saying. I mean, even if you just want something that is not gonna break, because the lifestyles, man, they kind of thin. But I feel you. I
But yeah,
prefer the what's the one? The Trojans that are ripped.
no, no, they
Feel,
no. The reason I went to lifestyle because I was with the Trojans and they fucking don't got no moisture on the inside and they wasn't feeling good. So I switched to those. It took me a while to find something that felt good. They had the moisture on the inside because some of them, man, some of them Trojans, like it don't have no moisture on the inside. One of them damn things had like to start a fire. It was so damn dry, and so I don't fool with Trojans no more.
I,
I stick to lifestyle.
that's what's up. Yeah, and also players don't never trust a broad that that brings condoms to you, man. You know, she might
No,
poke some holes in them johns. You know what I'm saying? Never
no,
that, man. I always keep my own rubbers. For those of you who want to know where I get my rubbers, man, you can get like 100 for really cheap, man, on Amazon, man.
yep,
You feel
yep.
me? But some of you niggas won't relate to that shit. So y'all buy the condoms. You'll have it sitting in your drawers for years, collecting dust and shit, cobwebs and shit like that. Like, damn, this condom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been here for years. You know. I.
I wanted to talk to the guys about dating progression so they don't get played.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of guys, so because I heard you say, I make it tough for the next guy. Nobody should be getting played. Listen, guys, the first date, you want to go out for drinks. And with me, I don't really care about the money, but let's just say you do care about the money. So let's say drinks, and you want to ask her, she want to come back to your apartment. Now, this is the thing, guys, and this where looking like something come into play. With me, I drive a nice car and I dress nice. It's natural instincts for a woman to want to come back to my place to see how it looks because now she wants to see if my place matches my clothes and my car. Because some guys they'll dress nice, they have a nice car, and their place look like shit. So
Mm-hmm.
some women
Mm-hmm.
instinctively say, okay, he has a nice car, he dressed nice, but I bet his place looks like shit. And so when I asked a woman back on the first date, 90% of the time they want to come back because they more curious to see if the place gonna match the car. Because you have a guy who got a nice whip and then he stay in some shithole. And so that's another thing come back to play. If you got your shit together and you dress nice, when you ask a girl back to your place, she gonna want to see because now she curious. Like, damn, he dressed nice. He got this nice truck outside. She want to see. Okay, now I want to see where he live at. If you don't look like shit and you ain't driving shit, when you ask, she ain't curious about where you stay because she probably already figured it ain't all that spectacular. So that's another thing that helps me a lot. I noticed that from when I drive, since I drove the Mercedes and I started wearing tailor-made clothes, is that I always can get the girls to come back to my apartment on the first date. 90% of the time, they'll do it because they want to be fucking nosy.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you want to try to get her back to the apartment as fast as you can because you're trying to progress things as fast as you can. So it don't mean that nothing's gonna go down, but you're trying to get her comfortable at your place as fast as possible. So if she say yeah, yes. If she say no, definitely she got to come back by the second because this is where you finna get ready to throw your chips in. Because if listen,
Mm-hmm.
if she ain't coming back to your place by the second, don't mean you finna fuck. But if she ain't comfortable to come back to your place by the second, you got to really weigh your options on if you want to go out with her again. Me, I'm done. Only way I'm not done, she like slobbed me down, at the front, like she stuck her tongue down to my tonsils or some shit, and then I'll say, okay, she all right. But if she ain't did that and she gave me like a little grandma peck on the lips or something like that, and she don't want to go back to my place, I'm moving up out of there. Cause this sounds like when you see that, guys, you got to be keen on that. This is probably a woman that's emotionally evolved, or probably have on a short little breakup from her boyfriend, and just probably using you, or just using you for your attention. One or the other. This ain't a woman that's head over heels crazy about you, and you might want to pull out. This is how you get played, and don't sit there and try to think, well, every time that I've tried to tell myself in the past, well, maybe I'll give it another date, maybe I'll get another try, it never worked out. Whenever I had those instincts and I didn't listen to it, I never fucked those chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, whenever I went out with a girl and on the second date, she didn't want to come back to my crib and she gave me like this little grandma kiss. And then, but I'm looking at her thinking like, oh, she fine as fuck. I want to keep on giving it out. I never fucked those girls. So you got to pay attention to that. Is you got to listen to that. She don't want to fuck you, so you got to pay attention to that. You got to walk away. If you want to just risk your money, then go ahead. But I'm just telling you, this is a woman that sounds like she has her blockers on, and more than likely she's emotionally involved somewhere else. Either she's probably already fucking somebody else and want to use you for the attention. Like I told you guys, I just had a girl come over Friday and fuck me, and she looked like she came from a date. I said that on my other video. She looked like she came from a date, like she just had some drinks and came over here at 10 o'clock and fucked me. So you got to understand that women do this type of shit. And so you gotta know that. And so she'll have some guy like me that knows game that just gonna invite her over to fuck, and she'll use a little simp like you for her entertainment. Don't be that. So
Fact.
so by the
Fact.
second date, if she hasn't come back, you need to move it on. By the third date, you definitely got to be done fucked. If you haven't fucked, the only reason to stick around is say you got really close. I mean, you was sucking on her titties and you was in the bed and maybe she froze up at the last second and you ain't know the right words to say to bring it on home.
Oh, hold up. The bitch ain't giving me top by the third day. This is a wrap. I ain't calling that bra no more.
Yeah,
I,
well, this the thing. This the thing, and this why I teach my guys. Now
mm-hmm.
you finna do a no risk assessment. The very next date, you done dating. Everything else is gonna be at the house. If she want to come over and have a glass of wine, you can try that for a couple times. She ain't did nothing, but you ain't spending no more money. Now I have done that, and on the fourth or fifth time, and it's funny. The couple of times that I did, the woman was more slower and said it was like the fourth or fifth date, but it was at my place. End up being the freakiest, like suck me dry. I'm like, what was all this fucking apprehension about? I'm talking about the freakiest shit. So this is what I tell you guys.
I
If
mean,
by, if by the third date you ain't fucked and you close, you sucking on titties and you doing all this, but she just got a little apprehensive, you can invite her over, but you done going out. So either she gonna come over and y'all watch TV, Netflix, and chill, but you done spending money. That's a no risk proposition. Pick a slow night to do it, like a Thursday night. Pick a slow night to do it. You ain't got nothing to lose. No lose proposition. If she ain't did nothing by then bail on it. Sometimes when you got close like that, say you had her in the bedroom and you was sucking on titties and you were close. Sometimes all you need is one more outing, but not outside. I'm talking about in your apartment. Sometimes all you needed was one because I'm gonna tell you why, guys. Some women they just have this month thing in their head. So if you're doing one date a week, some women just like to know that they didn't fuck you. It took you a month, that 30 days, that 4 weeks. Some women just had that in their head that it was not the second or third date, it was a month. And so you'll see that too. Some it took you a month. So some women had that. So give it one more week if you was close. Not if y'all ain't even in the house. I'm talking about if you was close. Give it another week, invite it over, and usually you'll bring it on home.
mm-hmm. All
But
right. So, oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm just reading the comments, man. These cats is going in
oh
arguing about
wait,
some biblical shit. Okay. All right. So they're also asking. This one brother keeps asking, "Hey, dude, word next time super chat that shit, bruh." You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't O'Shea. Don't make me get O'Shea on the stream and cuss your ass out, nigga. But Dude Ward is asking, what about false accusations? Are you worried about girls accusing you of false accusations? We do live in a climate where, the Me Too climate, and it's cool now for women to yell rape and whatnot. What are you worried about that at all?
no, because I always get a girl. I always end it nice. Guys, you can't go and fuck a girl and then and let her leave your house and treat her like shit. Like get the fuck out or be mean. I always treat everything with nice. First of all, I got a doorman. So first thing I'm finna do is walk you to the front out here, and then I'm gonna hug you and kiss you right there in the front, right there by the doorman. That's first. Then I'm gonna tell you to text me when you get home, like I actually give a shit. But I just know I want it to seem like I care. Because a lot of you guys, where you get this shit from is you go and fucking you do this to a chick, and then right there you treat her like a slut or a whore, and you can't do that, guys. You gotta end it nice. You can't have a girl fucking suck y'all night and then get up in the morning and tell you
Make
she
sure you save text messages. You know what I do, Alpha? I don't mean to cut you off,
no.
but
Go
at the end of the night, I text the girl like, "Yo, I had fun last night. I hope you did too." Usually they respond. I save my text messages, and
Mm-hmm.
also, man, when they come in the crib, there's a sign that says "Smile for the camera." We good.
Now, with that what you just said, I definitely wouldn't tell no guy to do that. If that works for you, do it. But I would definitely not text no girl, "Hey, I had a good time. Hope you did too." I know why you doing it, but I would definitely not do that. That could definitely turn a woman off. I would tell her to text me when she get home.
That's
And
what I mean. I also do that. Text me when you get home. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, just a text message so that everything is consensual. So in case she's like, "Oh, this asshole," but then
mm-hmm.
again, I don't know. Maybe because me, I don't, deal with crazy bras. But you never know. A chick,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird, man. Because it's weird. Because I had somebody recognize me like today. some stranger is like, "Yo, aren't you Solo TV?" I was like, "Really? How you know?" He's like, "Yo, I watch your videos, fam.
Mm-hmm.
You could." I was shocked. So you never know, man. That
Right.
chick 10 years from now might be like, "Yeah, I fuck Solo TV, and I'm gonna sue him now for his Bitcoin." So
Right.
you gotta be careful.
I
You
got
gotta
you.
be careful.
But I tell guys like this, you know, you if you starting you gonna get too paranoid if you start getting into that. Just practice precaution and
Hmm.
tell a girl to text you when you get home. But you know, you can't live life thinking like I know we see it on TV and it seems like every chick hollering rape, but chicks don't do that shit because and by and large, that's just a very small percentage. It's just when they do happen, it's all over TV. But first of all, women don't want to be down there doing a police interrogation like that unless it's a real, true rape and you got some real bread. I ain't got nothing for no real bread. I ain't got no Drake or LeBron James money to get no $10 million buyout. So she gonna basically be trying to send an innocent guy to jail, and the police ain't gonna be going for that bullshit. You ain't got no scratches on you, none of that bullshit. But this guy did all this to you. The police ain't as stupid as y'all think they is. When y'all see this shit on TV, what y'all see is y'all see guys who have power using their power to sleep with women. It ain't like force. It's like I'm using my power over you to make you sleep with me.
And
But not.
another thing,
Uh-huh.
not to cut you off, but
Go
another thing I do,
ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a pervert. I get them booty pictures. I
Mm-hmm.
get the nudes. So so
Mm-hmm.
so before we even have sex, it's
Mm-hmm.
already established. Cause Shorty sending me. I mean, if you saw my phone, man, this shit look like Ass Fest 2017. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
I'm a visual dude. So it's not like all our conversations, unless she's the type of girl that's not like that. But with some girls, they'll let you know, like, yo, I want you to tear these walls down and this and that. Because
Mm-hmm.
some girls let it be known, like, I want to fuck. So
Mm-hmm.
always save your messages and conversations with these hoes,
Yeah,
man.
I always do that. I always do that. But if you're a guy and if you leave if when a girl leave your apartment, you let her leave with class and dignity and not try to make her feel like you was just a one night stand. Everything should go good. Always walk a girl outside to a car or whatever. Give her a hug and kiss and tell her text you when you get home. If you doing that, if you just got up and told her, all right, just hit me up later like she was just trash or some shit, and then you asking for it. You ain't even walk her out. You ain't treat her nice. She just done fuck you. Give her the slut walk, the tramp walk to the walk of shame to the car. Fuck her, kiss and tell her text you when you get home. You shouldn't have no problems with that.
All right, hold up, man. Let's read this. Maddie
Okay.
Ghost just donated. Shout out to Maddie Ghost, man. Hey, Maddie Ghost, man. You probably bought the new headset just by yourself, man. He be donating everywhere. Shout out to him. He says, why is it that chicks in FA South so easy? They have their own set of fuckery, but when they notice how superior you are, they back the fuck down.
Uh huh.
So I don't know if he's talking about FA Florida or the South.
He talking about
I'm not.
he talking about the South in general, and I can tell you something about the South from New York because I'm from the South. So first of all, from the South, the women are nowhere near masculine as they is up north.
Mhm.
Down south is they are way more submissive, and it's another thing too down south that I noticed from up here. It's not as many female jobs. A lot of the jobs down there are very masculine jobs, so the females are a lot more dependent on the men having jobs. Up here, you got a lot of jobs women can do. Down there, you got some jobs women can do, but by and large, it's a male industry. You talking about construction, you got warehouse jobs, you got like the Hyundai plant. Women are a lot more dependent on guys. Now, Atlanta is different. Atlanta is more like New York. It's more dependent women, but I'm talking about just typical as in the rest of the slow South, like where I'm from, Alabama is not a lot of high paying female jobs. And so they have a tendency to be like women used to be back in the day, more looking for a good quality man to survive on because they can't do it on their own by and large. Up here, women get it. Like, dude, every woman I meet make like six figures.
Right.
I mean, all of them make six figures, or they make close to it. Down south, all the women make like minimum wage or has like some bullshit job that she need a man to survive with. And so they have a tendency to need men more than up south. Up here, women, man, every woman I date or meet, and I use match. So all the women on there got like degrees and shit like that. All them women make their own bread. And then
Right.
on top of it, they'll make decent bread, and then they'll stay with their mama, or shit like that. So they have a tendency to like, I don't need a man, and it comes through in the way they carry themselves, and so they just flaunt around. I never in my life seen so many grown ass women live with their mama till I come up here to New York.
Oh, for real?
Oh my God, pretty much every woman up here lives with their mother.
Even the ones making money?
Even the ones making money, they still live with their mother because because for one thing, even though you might make money up here in New York, shit is crazy fucking high, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy fucking high. I pay $3,000 a month for rent.
What?
New York is no joke, bro.
Oh,
New,
fuck.
New York is no fucking joke, bro. So like, even if you make money, unless you want to be living in the hood, you're gonna be paying at least, and no, that's it. This is for a 1 bedroom. You talking about a 2 bedroom and shit like that, bro? You easily going to $3,500, $4,000 unless you somewhere in a bad area.
Fam,
Easy.
3,000 will get you a penthouse in downtown Minneapolis, fam. Real
Exactly.
talk.
Exactly.
A penthouse
No.
or or 6 bedroom house where I
Exactly.
live in Minneapolis. A 6 bedroom house, and I'm talking nice. I ain't
Exactly.
talking no struggle house or starter house. I'm talking like a 5, 6 bedroom house. Hey,
Exactly.
Rex, my nigga, you better be getting that ass. You spend a lot of money, man. Do you, if you don't mind me asking, do
Mhm.
you live in the city? Do you live in, or you live in the barrels? Where do you live
I-
at?
I'm in Harlem, right on the top of the city.
Okay, Harlem. Hey, let's talk about that real quick. Not to change the topic, but what's your thoughts on this whole Mace and Killer Cam situation? Is that something that y'all talking about down there in New York, or nobody really cares?
And nobody really cares, bro. It's old news. Both of them are washed up. You know what? To be quite honest with you, I wouldn't even doubt if behind the scenes they manufactured that little shit just to
Get a buzz.
bring attention to them.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like say like I hit you up solo. Hey, we're gonna beef on YouTube, man, and I'm gonna call you out and you call me out, and we're gonna subscribers gonna come, and then they're gonna come over there and they're gonna draw a whole bunch of attention because people love beef. And so you saw that with Anger Man and O'Shea. I know they beef was real, but you see what happened when people beef. It brings attention. So I don't even know how real that beef is, bro. To be quite honest with you.
That beef is very real, man. That beef is very real. And shout out to O'Shea, he's in the chat. But that beef is very real. And the beefs, I wish brothers can get along, but it is what it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
They grown men,
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think that beef does generate attention, like the Cam and Mace beef, because Mace, we ain't talk about Mace in over 10 years.
Longer than that, bro. It's been longer than
Yeah,
it's been
we ain't
longer.
talk about Mace in over 10 years. He
Yeah.
dropped the Oracle. Now everybody's saying it's the hottest diss track since Ether. I don't know about that.
Oh,
I don't think but that just shows you though, AMS,
mhm.
how hip hop has declined, where Mace can drop this diss track and it's considered the hottest thing since sliced bread, which is kind of pathetic because these new rappers. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna keep it. I don't care for these little Uzi Verts or little Yachty's or 6ix9ines. Most of them are trash to me.
You know, you know why? Because you're getting old. And you know what? Remember 20 years ago when you was listening to the up and coming rappers and you thought they was hot? What did the older people tell you about them? Told you they was trash. And so as we age, we can't relate to that dumb shit. But I remember specifically when I thought Bone Thugs and Harmony was the hottest thing out, and I remember my uncle, he was about my age at the time, maybe he was a little bit old. He thought it was the dumbest shit out because he was coming from the fucking Cool Mo D and LL Cool J shit, and he thought that was hot. And so when Bone and all those guys hit and talking about killing and robbing people and all this and that, he thought it was the most stupidest thing. So as we age, we can't relate to what the young people are liking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I like about these new rappers is
Mm-hmm.
they got fire beats. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Lil Pump, I listen to him at the gym
Mm-hmm.
because why? He's got fire beats.
Mm-hmm.
But that nigga, man, he can't rap for shit. He say the same word um every damn verse. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. Like, come on, fam. Like, okay, we get it. You know, I mean, some of these new rappers, man,
Mm-hmm.
they rhyme Gucci with Uzi and you know
Mm-hmm.
and sauce with balls. So it's
Right.
just
Right.
I don't know. These new rappers are kind of corny, man. You know, that's just what it is, man. I well, you know what I'm saying, brother. We've kept you on here for almost 2 hours. Is there any last words or anything else you want to say? Or we gonna click the chat. Let me check the chat if they got any questions. If y'all
Okay.
want to super chat, any questions to my man AMS here on the stream? We got this brother on. He's an up and coming YouTuber, spitting that fire game. AMS. One of my moderators asked, Simply Deep,
Mm-hmm.
has a female ever said something crazy to you that left you speechless, or you were like, "What the fuck?" Has a female ever asked you to do something like maybe babysit her kid? I don't know, something crazy that you can think of.
Some simp.
Like, okay, let me.
I had a
Yeah,
girl.
go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what it was. I just had a girl ask me to do some simp shit not too long ago. It wasn't that big, but it was something. It was about 2 weeks ago. A girl asked me to. I was coming to pick her up, and she wanted to drop off a package
Mm-hmm.
at her girlfriend's house. And I was apprehensive because I know how bitches is. It'll be a dude house, and they'll be wanting to drop off a fucking plate because I know how trifling they is. And I asked
Mm-hmm.
her, "What am I, errand boy now?" And she dropped it. Cause you can't these women, man, they'll have you do shit like that, and it'll be some dude she fucking,
Right.
and she'll be going over there to drop off his clothes he left at her house last night. Or he left something at her house. So yeah, but I checked that real quick. Like what we running errands now. Well, I'm an errand boy now, and that wasn't too long ago. That was about 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Right.
and I that real quick. So yeah, guys, don't do no shit like that. When girls do act shit like that, that's something that could turn them off. She really wants you to tell her no, and you saying yeah, you been a nice guy. Some shit like you trying to please her, and you don't got no backbone, and some
Right.
shit that gonna turn off. Always say no to shit like that.
Right. Yo, I had a girl. This was about 10 years ago. Um, AMS. Do you remember a website called BlackPlanet.com, player?
Yeah, but I never was on it. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, me and my niggas, man, we ran through. So it was like four of us. We ran through damn near half the state, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I remember one time I went on a date with this fine as dark skinned sister, thicker than a
Mm-hmm.
snicker, hella thick.
Uh-huh.
So we get to on the date and shit. The shit like, I took her to the Mall of America. It's a big mall out here. You know what I'm saying? And this chick was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. She was having some lady issues. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, I remember that she didn't have a car, and so she wanted me to drive her home. But then I heard her talking on the phone to another nigga. She
Mm-hmm.
wanted me to drop her off at this other nigga crib. And
Right.
once I heard that, I was like, yo, I basically told her, nah, I ain't gonna drop you off, and I left.
Right.
Bro,
So
another nigga crib.
and
She
that's why I
didn't.
sit
She
here and
didn't
I
pay
try
for.
to tell you guys on your moral ground shit. You can't be worried about lying and this and that and the other women. I told you we're in a different age. You can't worry about that. You gotta just worry about yourself. Don't worry about that. And you ain't gonna get nowhere without it, to be quite honest with you. Because if you go out with a woman that's not looking for a relationship and you come on with the relationship, you're gonna fuck up. And if a woman who looking for a relationship, if you don't play along with that, you ain't gonna get nowhere with her either. So you just gotta sell her a dream. Listen, a woman would go out with you on the first date and knowing I'll never fuck this guy. And to sit there and take her out 2, 3, 4 times, knowing on the first date I'm never gonna fuck this guy and won't lose a wink of sleep over it. So like I'm telling you guys, you gotta get over it about worrying about women feelings and stuff like that because they do it all the fucking time.
Facts. All right, y'all. And listen, let me plug in myself real quick. For those of you who are Patreons, y'all know what time it is. Bitcoin, baby, going up, going up, going up. Hey, y'all follow me on Patreon, man. It's less than 17 cents a day. If you want the full content, that's $5. We also got $1 a month. And then we got the $10 a month as well. That'll get you the behind the scenes exclusive that I'll be uploading, especially now with the holidays. Your boy's gonna be making some moves. So check out the Patreon.com/solo TV84. This channel is 90% sponsored by users such as yourself. All right, man. AMS, man, I appreciate you hopping on, man.
No problem, bro.
get. I think a lot of brothers got value from this because a lot of brothers is here. Brothers hitting up my Snapchat. They're like, yo, I'm loving the stream. Shout out to all my brothers who follow me on social media, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all of that at SOLOTV84. AMS, how can the brothers get a hold of you, man?
You can hit me up at on YouTube. How did you send me that email earlier? Because I was like, I didn't even know how you sent that.
I comment on your page, and then I told you to send me an email because I left my email address, and then you emailed me.
Okay, hit me up at ftcbradfords@gmail.com.
Okay. Know what I'm saying? So hit him up there. And this dude Charles Merchant can't let it go. A Black Rap,
I know.
you might have to
I
address
know.
him in the video.
Yeah.
Because you got Charles Merchant fired up. You know what I mean? Hey, AMS, you might have to do a video talking more about the lies because you got them brothers going, man. They talking about the Bible in the chat and everything. You know what I'm saying? You might have to do a follow-up video and really, because some brothers don't. They're like, real men don't lie.
I might gotta do that. I gotta do that.
Yeah, man. I just dropped Alpha's link in the chat, man. So make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all watching in the playback, his link will be in the description box as well as in the comment that will be pinned. Also, you can do that. We got some big names in this house. We had O'Shea earlier. He's in the Ukraine right now. I don't know if he's still listening, but O'Shea's in the Ukraine. We got Black Ram in this bitch. What's up, Black Ram 313?
Black Ram, what's up, bro?
He's going in, man. He's going in the comments, man. Yeah, Black Ram, I told you, man. My live streams, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes they get lit. I don't know, man. Sometimes, you came on a good day because Charles Merchant is on your ass today. Pause. Shout out to Edward Anderson. I see you, player. You know what I'm saying? We got some big names in the chat, so I appreciate that. So yeah, that's what's up. So anyway, fellas, it was a great stream. I had fun, man. We chopped up game. And AMS, man, can we have you again sometime in the future again, player?
Yeah, anytime, bro.
All right, man. Well, listen, man, it's your boy Solo TV 84. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be controversial. We're gonna talk about is the nightlife or night scene dead in America. That's gonna be fire. So make sure y'all tune in for that. That'll be at 9:30 Central Time. It's gonna be a great stream. And we out. Peace.
Be good, bro.